Hey, it's a beautiful day here in Delaware. Well, it's overcast, but it's still pretty. Fall, I can feel fall in the air. The reason I'm making this video is this is an introduction to a product review on something I purchased. Now, I'm not big on going out and purchasing things I'm not going to use. Pretty soon here, I'm gonna go on a long trip across the country, and I wanted to be able to record that trip even better than I have in the past when I've made this trip. So I really needed something that when I mounted my GoPro camera onto the windshield of my car, and the GoPro would hang down right here, locked into these three little grooves. See them there? The GoPro would hang into there. I could point it that way, like out the front windshield, and see the road ahead. Or I could stop, peel it off, stick it on the side window, and look at something else. Or stop, peel it off, and look at, I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to be able to hang something from here that had my GoPro on it that I would be able to just gently turn with one hand still on the wheel, gently turn and have it pick up, what's passing by me on the side, or what's behind me, or even, this gorgeous face here. Anyway, so I needed something to connect to this. Now, first, I bought this item. Take a look. The problem with this item is that it has three prongs at the top, and then it has a screw at the bottom. Now, the screw would screw into the bottom of my GoPro camera, but the prongs would not fit into these prongs. So I sent it back, and I got this. It's small, I know, but it does what I want it to do. Look closely. It has three prongs on the top, which my camera can fit into, my GoPro camera. And on the bottom, or the top in this case, it has two prongs. And those two prongs fit nicely right here in the bottom of my suction cup. And then my camera and the connections on the bottom of my GoPro camera could fit into this. This also has a tightening screw right here. So when I'm driving down the highway, if I leave this just slightly off, I can turn that GoPro camera any way I want to. With this whole setup, this here hanging down, the GoPro on the bottom of it, I could get those 360 views that I wanted to get. Take a closer look at this product, and then I'll show you a little bit of clip where I test drove it around town here a little bit so you can see how it works. All right, watch. Again, be careful, because if you don't have this 2 and 3, then you might have some trouble making the connection you want to make. Now, I wanted to attach my windscreen suction cup, GoPro suction cup, onto the window of my car. Now, these I can screw in the bottom. If I had one of these that screwed, that would be fine, except the problem is the one that I found had this three prong up here. And up here, this three prong is not going to go in the three prong of this suction cup. So I had to have the two prong to go into the connection for the suction cup. And then three prong on the bottom lets me open up. Now, let me show it to you in action. All right, this is a test drive. The reason I bought it at all is I wanted to be able to do panoramic shots as I'm driving down the highway, so I can adjust it and show you to my right, to the left, all around. This is pulling out of my neighborhood. You've seen this before. straight ahead is the building that houses part of the town center, the lifeguard location. I'm just going to drive through this little turnaround circle. Nice restaurant there that overlooks the ocean. It's called Mangoes. You can see the name up there in the billboard. Right here is one of the many Bethany surf shops, and right below it is Bethany Beach Books that carries my books. Lots of dress shops and beachwear shops and such. Beautiful little park right here.